Welcome to the Business and Brews podcast, where our mission is to highlight local businesses in the Triangle area and shed light on different industries. Welcome to the Business and Brews show, episode 6, right?
Episode 6.
Episode 6, man. I'm Gevin Vincent, and
I'm Ryan Smeltz, and tonight I am very pleased to introduce David, who is a chocolatier.
Yes, that's right.
David, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm with Fera'wyn's Artisan Chocolate, and we have the Fera'wyn's Chocolate Cafe in Holly Springs.
Awesome.
It's my wife and I. We do actually have like one employee, so.
Nice.
Oh, okay, great.
Just started, so yeah, it's new from just being us.
Awesome.
As with, like I said, it's a dessert cafe, so we are chocolatiers and have been for 2012, so 7 years on the other coast. And when we moved here, we decided a dessert cafe. So we've got the pastries and the like as well now, and coffee, tea, hot chocolate, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you being here. I think by
thanks
far,
so
and
much,
I hate to say this because it sounds a little biased from our other guests, but I think I've been looking forward to this interview the most of all the ones we've had. So.
He brought samples. So
Yes, he brought samples. He brought chocolate samples.
Most of the other stuff we couldn't eat.
Your other show would have been interesting for sample, but
Absolutely. So tonight we're actually doing the Evening Joe Coffee Blonde Ale from Catawba.
Yep, Catawba Brewing Company.
Catawba Brewing Company, which of
North
course
Carolina.
is a North Carolina brewery. It's out of Morganton, North Carolina. So
Yeah,
cheers to that.
absolutely.
Cheers to that. Here's to a good show, man. So Ron, what's been going on with you, buddy? Everything been going well?
Yeah, so I was telling David a little bit before we got started, got that stabilizer. Tomorrow is our launch on iHeartRadio, 100.7. So now I am officially a classic rock fan for the next 30 days. Because I want to know what it sounds like, know, what people think, stuff like that. So
Good. That's always exciting news. Things have been going pretty well for me. Nothing groundbreaking.
Did you sell all the houses?
No,
all
not yet. No.
California.
Market's still good.
It's ridiculous how many Californians are coming into this area.
Yeah. It's by being originally from this area, it's crazy because nobody's originally from here anymore. Like everybody just looks at me like I'm a unicorn. Like, you're originally from here? Like, really? Like, how's that work? I just tell everybody I'm a townie, and that usually just sounds bad at you. Anyway, so enough about me and enough about us. David, let's get right down to it, man. I'm very excited about this. So, how did you end up in the chocolate business or the dessert? I guess we'd say dessert business.
Yeah, that works. I mean, we're chocolatiers. That's what we won all the awards for. So
yes,
that works for me. But we just did branch out to being pastries and coffee, tea, hot chocolate. Somewhere that people could be community and sit down. That was the goal. We were in the San Francisco Bay Area where there's so much competition and no real space to have community. So that's what we wanted when we came out here. That's why we chose this area.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that is very good. And Holly Springs, I mean, that's a growing area.
I have heard.
Growing.
10 years ago, it was cows. Like dirt roads. Like it was nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So, how are you liking it out there in Holly Springs, or how was your business being received out that direction?
I love it. It's great. I mean, I used to, for my day job, commute at least 3 hours a day. So just being out here, it's like no one drives more than 5 or 10 minutes, and if they do, they start going, "Oh, it's so far." I had to do that just to go to the store, like 30 minutes away to go to the grocery store. It used to be.
Yeah. We don't know how blessed we really have it. So how good we really have it
until everyone comes out here, and then you'll have the same problem.
That's right.
Then we'll move somewhere else.
Well, hopefully they'll get working on that infrastructure and build it up. Hopefully, we'll see.
So in Holly Springs, can you tell us kind of like where your shop is located in Holly Springs?
Yeah, so it's Holly Springs Road and Bass Lake. It's on the corner there. It's in a shopping center where there's Lowe's Foods.
Okay.
It's like where the pharmacy and Dr. Vito are. I say that because he's like the original business in Holly Springs. He's been there forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so That's a good landmark there. That feels a good landmark. I detect a little bit of an accent. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome down under.
Yeah, I keep getting further and further away from it. So, yeah, it's just California, now this coast, it's just like...
Just keep getting further and worse. So before you know it, they'll be in Europe, so...
I think you have too much further than you go.
Kind of right on the edge,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the East Coast. That's cool. So, basically, you were telling me before we got started that getting into the chocolate business was a little bit of a happy accident, if I can say that. And now you guys do it full time, so you have the shop. But we talked a little bit about like your website, but you said that you find a lot of success on Facebook. So
this area is very Facebook centric, I've found, especially Holly Springs. It's got lots of groups in there, people are always talking about it, so my wife's been spending more time on that than anything else really.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's cool.
it's more community based, which is what we wanted to be as opposed to like a static web page where we're just selling something.
Yeah.
So Facebook we can interact with, we can, people post and say, it's great, I love it, and we can be like, thank you, what did you like?
Yeah.
We want to do more of that.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Was it a little different when you were in San Francisco as far as a social media platform that was more prevalent in that area, or
it's
about the same?
It's just that previously, this is our first brick and mortar. Before we were doing chocolate shows.
Oh, okay, I see.
Hard life, right? You would just go up and down the coast. Actually, even as far inland as Texas, we did shows. It was, 20 to 50 chocolatiers all in a show. You paid, got a ticket, came in, and ate everyone's chocolate.
Yeah.
So those kind of shows are great because people are there to try chocolate. And,
yeah.
So they're fun to talk to.
Yeah.
It's a lot more interactive because it's a short period of time where you have thousands of people coming in to try and battle their way to the front of your table and get samples.
That's always a good thing.
That's crazy. I never thought that, because you hear of like trade shows and stuff, I never thought of like chocolate being one of those things you can go to a show. So what would you say is like your top seller? Like what do people like the best?
Oh, that's a difficult one. If you're talking truffles, like our chocolates themselves, in this area it really seems to be the turtle.
Okay.
We have the classic turtle is like caramel and pecan and chocolate, so it's just kind of a blob. Ours is actually the shape of a sea turtle, so it's like a turtle, it's painted colors. So I particularly like the one when it's blue and green. It almost looks like the planet. And it's like the turtle, the pecan's there, the caramel's there.
Yeah.
Everyone just, even if they go for it because of the look, because it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I have to admit.
Sure, that's awesome too. Sure,
my wife does most of the prettying, so I can say that it looks awesome and not be saying that I'm
So she does a lot of the, I guess, hands-on running the business.
She does, the majority, just because I still have the day job. We both had it when we were on the LA coast. This was nights and weekends. It was a passion thing, and we wanted to get out of that, regular day job thing and do what we wanted to do. That's why we came out. We were looking for community. She's doing that for the most part. I'm still nights and weekends.
Yeah.
Otherwise, regular day job.
Yeah.
Like most people.
So you said you have one employee. They just work the store? Or? Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're a cafe, so we're a coffee shop, so they're going to be front of house doing coffee drinks, lattes, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
So it's just truly a destination. It doesn't have to be about the chocolate. You also have other things there as well, which is good.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good thing. So what are some of the, I know you're still really in the new part of the business. What are some of the challenges that you guys are facing now that you're trying to get through as a business?
That's a big question. Anyone that's running a business knows that, right? Like,
yes, it is.
It's a really big question. It's time. That's usually what it comes down to. If I had 100 of me, then it would be great.
Yeah.
But
we're working on the whole cloning thing. Why are you making any headway on that? The cloning machine?
I outsourced it.
You good?
yeah, it's mostly time. It's getting name out there. We still have people come in and it's their first time. We haven't been open a year yet, so people are constantly coming in there. It's their first time in and they don't know about us, all that kind of stuff. So it's getting name out there to begin with, because we've got to build that community before it is one.
Right. Absolutely. Well, good. It sounds like you made quite a bit of headway in the less than year that you guys have been there. I mean, with awareness and the success that you had. So good job on that.
It's a great town to be in.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what it comes down to. Hoping that there'll be some more recognition, because there's Holly Fest, which is about to come up
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
the 26th. So that's like the town's fair. So we'll have something there so they'll see us and people will hopefully ask.
Yeah. So, without divulging any secrets, like can you walk me through a little bit of the process, like what that looks like?
Dude, have you not seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Oh yeah. See, we
like
have
that,
one Wonka. That's the one employee. No real secrets when it comes to it. That's actually the thing that made us continue with our chocolate, is we found doing the shows there was such a good community in the chocolate space. So even if I have to go and do a show over there, I have people that I know and do all the same shows with. I can send my stuff, and I've had them drive it up to Portland for me just because we've done shows together. So the community is great. So there's no real secret. That's the best thing about food, right? It's like you can get 20 different people, they're all going to have different tastes.
That's true.
I know that there's going to be a chocolate that you like, and I know there's going to be one that you really don't like. Even my sister-in-law, limoncello is one of our best sellers, but she just doesn't like it. Give her the cherry kirsch one though, and she will drink that with a straw. She can't get enough of it. It's just, that's the great thing about flavor. It's just everyone's individual.
Yeah, it's very subjective.
But I mean, basic process, because we specialize in molded. You probably can't see that, but molded truffles. So we have not just your standard, looks like a bowl, kind of a little messy. So they're all painted with colored cocoa butter. It kind of starts out with blank clean mold that you airbrush or hand paint with colored cocoa butter. Then you have your tempered chocolate that you pour into the mold, and then you empty it straight back out, so that you're left with just a shell, a thin layer of chocolate that you let harden up. You make your filling, fill the chocolate, and then go with more chocolate over the bottom to seal it. Wow. So.
Yeah, I don't think they can really see this, but this is very intricate and very detailed. Yeah. I've never seen anything quite like that. So that's
easier if you bust them out, right?
Yeah. Something is always better eaten.
You go first.
You go first? No, you can go first. No, I just want to.
So the question is, which one do you want to try though?
Yeah, so what do we have here?
So I guess I could go through that. Here, let me just take the rest of that off then. So starting here we have the limoncello. That, I said, is one of the favorites. It's a dark chocolate shell. I'll bring that over to you guys. With a white chocolate filling.
Okay.
We do use white chocolate a lot in our filling, just because and the one that we picked, it's not overly sweet, so it's a mild flavor, so that what we put in is what you taste, which would be the limoncello, fresh lemon zest, passion fruit, that kind of thing. This one here is the pumpkin spice one.
Here,
so that's the this season.
Right.
Yeah. So this is the pumpkin spice one this season. It's fall.
It usually has the little green stem on it, but with this box I didn't put it on because it wouldn't fit. That one's going to be the cherry kirsch. So that one's a silk. It's more like a solid chocolate, but it melts really smoothly. So if you touch it, you're probably going to get chocolate out here. That one is the caramel macchiato. So it's caramel coffee, kind of go well with that yellow beer. It does have some nibs on the bottom, so it's got some texture to it as well. And nibs being the cacao bean, it's pieces of that, so it's before it's refined into chocolate.
Okay.
Interesting.
That
This one is
lavender.
beautiful. This is beautiful. God, that is nuts. Detail on that one. I don't know if you guys can pick that up, but this one and the next one definitely caught my eye. This is the lavender.
Yeah, lavender's tricky. It's really easy to make soap when you try and make a flavor with lavender, right? It's really easy to get it, just take it too far.
Yeah.
So it's lavender, orange, some herb in there,
Yeah.
just so that to pull it back some.
Those with the dirty mouth, they can wash their mouth out with lavender.
And then the last one there is salted caramel.
Salted caramel. And yeah, this one is in the shape of a flower, which is insane, the level of detail to
Yeah,
it.
I should have brought the turtle, because it's
Yeah,
just like, I go and talk about it, and I'm like, nah, you know, it's too bad.
No, but these are definitely, I mean, that's amazing.
So if people wanted to like see these, they're on your Facebook page, right?
Okay. And we'll link to that in the show notes.
Yeah, well, I did on the live too.
Oh, perfect, man.
Awesome.
Ryan's the man.
That's
Man.
that's
That's
why
big
it
in
is
the
because
business.
then they can.
Yeah,
see
they can look through the
turtle on your
photos
Facebook
and
page.
see things like
Yeah.
that. On the pastry side, we often do like what's in the case today, a little quick video that shows what we
Oh,
had
that's
out.
cool.
Because we make everything, even the flavor syrups that we have to put in the coffee, we make them. So slightly more limited than anywhere else because we make them, but
Mm.
Right.
we know what's in them. We know what's
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Okay, so brief overview here. What do you got going on behind my laptop there?
In the ones you can't see are cinnamon rolls. Those are
Oh,
Wednesdays and weekends are when we make those.
Wednesdays and weekends.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
I dig it.
We have a lot of things to roll through, and so
Yeah.
we pick days for them.
Yeah.
Weekends, Friday and weekends are usually when we have like chocolate eclairs as well. So they're. And then in this one here, it's a couple of the cupcakes. This one's a Boston cream cupcake, and the mocha for the chocolate looking one.
Oh yeah. Well, that is amazing. I'm so excited.
I have to have you try them and not get scared off.
Yeah.
I don't usually like advertise it, but we are dedicated gluten free.
Oh,
Because
okay.
some people get scared by that.
Uh-huh.
It's like we've spent a lot of time making sure that it doesn't taste like that.
Yeah.
Because 10 years ago, gluten free stuff was
It's non-existent almost.
or it tasted like cardboard.
Yeah.
But it's come a long way.
Yeah,
and
it has.
my wife spent a lot of time figuring that out, so you wouldn't even notice unless. But for anyone that actually has issues with it,
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing. They come from a few hours away because they've, if it's a kid, they've never had an eclair.
Right.
Or if it's an adult, they're like, I haven't had one in 10 years since I was diagnosed.
Yeah.
So they come in from afar for it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's really
That's
cool to
very
see
good
that
service
kind
to
of
have.
light up in the face when they're used to going in somewhere and like maybe having one option.
Yeah.
And you just see this family and there's this one like just sad kid in the
Mhm.
group. And because they don't expect to be able to have that.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
you just say, no, everything in here is gluten free. And they're just like, I can have anything?
Yeah.
It's just it's things like that. That's awesome.
That's really cool. So is that kind of what you guys focus on? Like I guess you would say your pride and joy, like a little bit of your, the purpose behind your business.
Well, my wife's celiac, so that's why we're gluten free.
Okay.
It just doesn't come in here. But we're flavor first. We're
Mhm.
chocolatiers. We're foodies. We're that kind of.
Yeah.
So if it tastes like crap, we won't put it out. It pretty much comes down to that.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of experiments that don't go right, and
Yeah.
we just move on and try the next
Trial and
thing.
error. Yeah. Trial and error. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But this area and the community is really why we like it.
Yeah.
It's sharing that passion with people. It's
Yeah.
like when people get to try something that you make and they enjoy it, you're like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did that.
That's right. Now, how do these Oompa Loompas play into this whole thing?
They're in the tempering machine. They actually do the chocolate tempering.
I'm
Because I will
sorry.
admit, when we started this, that is the very first thing.
Oh, yes, yes.
Chocolate's really temperamental.
Yeah.
You got to get it to the right temperature, then bring it down to the right temperature, and then back up. And if you get it wrong, it does that whole goes white. Like you might see chocolate that's like white. That's
Oh, yeah.
That's the cocoa fat and the sugar's separating.
Interesting.
So you can do it, and anyone can do it by hand. It's just a pain, and you can't do as much.
Yeah.
So the one thing that we knew when we were going to start doing chocolate as a business, we're buying a machine to do it. Well, it's essentially a fridge with a spout. You know, it heats and cools the chocolate to the right temperatures.
Yeah.
Like, because we started doing the whole hand thing. You may have seen videos of people on a big marble slab. It looks cool, but you don't want to do that every day.
No, you don't.
It's a lot up in Pennsylvania. They'll have like fudge shops and stuff, and they do stuff like that. So it's a lot harder than it looks. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just temperamental. It's like if the temperature's wrong, so it's like if you try and bake at the same time that we're making the chocolate, you can't really do that because the oven in there just does it. That was always the hardest when we were back in California using a shared kitchen. Someone else was in there trying to bake or do a catering job or something. It could ruin everything that we were trying to make.
Yeah.
I've only had one whole batch ruined before, and that was, unfortunately, someone decided to bake and then put their baked goods in the fridge directly out of the oven, right underneath all my chocolate. I was like, I only have it once.
All the time,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the things you don't think about, like when you think about when you're eating chocolate or desserts, like is the effort and the time and the process that goes into it. So that's I can see why a lot of people don't make chocolate now.
And here's even a little more weird, because we, coming from where we were, you can get alcohol wherever you want, whenever you want.
Right.
Here you come.
No, you can't.
Right?
It's regulated by the
so we're like, oh, we have to go to this one specific store, and it's closed on Sundays. So it's like we're trying to make something and we're low. We're like, oh, we'll just go to the store. Nope.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Not here. Nope. No. It's the price you pay to live in North Carolina, right?
Well, but it might be changing, right?
This is true, man. We'll see. It's still the Bible Belt, though, so we'll see. Unfortunately. So you ready for the 3 we got brewing?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, well, fair enough.
I want to know
He's
where.
like, not yet. I got more questions.
Yeah.
It's okay, Ryan. It's okay. I don't know if you guys could tell. Ryan has the beard on, but he is smiling like from ear to ear, man.
It's chocolate.
I know.
Just ready to turn it off and eat it.
Yeah.
So you're focused on building a community around your chocolate. You have one brick and mortar store finally. Where do you see it going? What do you want to grow into?
See, if I put on my evil mastermind hat, I do the whole big unnamed coffee company that has a store on every corner. I'd love to be that.
Yeah.
It's that whole a space that you can go to.
Yeah.
People can be there. It's community based, and just enjoy and relax. That's really the point of it. That's why if you go to the store, you'll see lots of little personal touches lying around, which you might not pick up unless you hear the story. That's the point. Ask.
Nice. I dig it. I think I'm okay now.
You good?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry, I didn't ask that question. That was my question usually. How did I forget to ask that question? No,
Because focused on chocolate?
Yeah, I was,
I don't have an answer for that one.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was a rhetorical question. I'm sorry.
He does normally ask that one, though.
Yeah, I do. That's usually my question. I'm going to start. Let's start doing that. So, this is my favorite part of the show. Is it your favorite part?
A little bit.
Okay, yeah.
A little bit.
So, real quick, 3 questions that we had brewing. 3 questions we have brewing for you. So, first one, what are you currently reading?
Reading?
Yeah, reading. Doesn't have to be business specific.
I'm trying to remember the name. I just started it. It's I go fantasy for when I do reading for pleasure. It's fantasy based. This one is a Gevin Ryan book. It's his new one, not the Iron Druid. It's a Giants of something. I can't remember it.
Okay.
But if you haven't had Iron Druid, read that book.
Good.
Actually, I'd say the book is good, but actually the audio book is
better, yeah.
The reader he has for it is just awesome.
Okay.
And it's a whole series, so.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Second, what do you like to do for fun when you're not making chocolate?
I'll say blacksmithing.
Blacks, you are a true Renaissance fan, sir.
Yeah, see, I'll say that, but I haven't been able to get my forge out since we moved. So we've got so much stuff just piled in the garage. I just don't have the only time I've gotten to be able to do it is when I go to like a forging event.
Yeah.
So there's blacksmith group in the area that they can go to. You'll see them at the fair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're set up. They
Fair's
heard
coming
it
up.
before.
Yeah,
So
you're
yeah.
exactly right. Yeah. Yeah. Fair's coming up next week. Yeah, you're exactly right. And the last question, I think we've kind of touched on this, but how can people find out more about you and your business? Via Facebook, social media, you want to go and shout out every place that you guys are, so.
I'd say Facebook is a great place to start and come in.
Okay, yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
It's come in and talk to us. I'm happy to talk, and unless there's 20 people online, then maybe could I serve them and then talk to you, but still I'm happy to talk, and you'll see all kinds of stuff like, even just our decor, like the tables, we made the tables for the store.
Really?
The wood in the store is all reclaimed from a restaurant that closed. It's lots of things like that.
That's cool.
So trying to be local, community, do things yourself.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. And do you guys have a website?
We do. It's Fera'wyns.com, FERAWYNS.com. I'll leave it that we have fun.
Yeah.
Facebook is better. It's
Facebook's
Fera'wyn's
better,
Artisan
yes.
Chocolate on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what's the exact address?
652 Holly Springs Road, Holly Springs.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
right. That's right. What else do you have?
I know where I'm going to get my chocolate from now on.
That's
And
it.
coffee.
It is that time
And
of
coffee.
season.
Yeah.
Chocolates make great gifts.
That
Just
is
saying.
true.
Don't cook
absolutely,
for
man.
Thanksgiving. Pre-order, 6 cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, that's right, man. I love it, man. I love it. So I think.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah,
I really
that's it.
appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
David.
I
Thanks so
really
much for
appreciate
your
it.
time.
This has definitely been a great episode, man. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing about your business, and I definitely will be a patron for sure.
Absolutely.
'Cause- all right, so look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you.